Mentor Me, Leadership Handbook for Gen Z. Introduction. Let me start by saying this clearly. If you're a Gen Z student or young professional who feels unsure about what comes next, you're not behind. You're normal. A small number of people graduate and step directly into the life they planned. But the overwhelming majority are hoping that the decisions they made in school somehow translate into stability, opportunity, and a future they can actually live in, not just survive. This book was written for that majority. I'm not here to sell you false guarantees or motivational fluff. There are no crystal balls, no perfect roadmaps, and no promises that doing everything right automatically leads to success. What I can give you is what took me more than 20 years of leadership experience to learn, plain, practical guidance that gives you a real advantage. Think of this handbook as a fast pass. You still have to walk the path, but you don't have to start from zero. The 3 pillars of the book. Everything in this handbook rests on 3 pillars: mentorship, leadership development, real-world practice. Mentorship is the accelerator. Having someone who has already walked the path you're trying to walk can change the speed and direction of your entire career. Leadership development is the differentiator. People who intentionally build leadership skills are trusted sooner, given responsibility faster, and promoted earlier. And real-world practice is the multiplier. Practice turns knowledge into confidence and competence. It's how you move from "I think I can" to "I know I can." Every chapter, story, and exercise in this book fits into one of these 3 buckets. Chapter 1. The reality of today's job market. Here's the hard truth. The job market Gen Z is entering is more competitive than it has been in years. Entry-level roles are shrinking. Employers are asking for experience before you've had a chance to get it. And AI is quietly replacing many of the tasks that used to train junior employees. This doesn't mean you're doomed, but it does mean chance is not your friend. You can't afford to drift. Early career decisions matter now more than ever. That doesn't mean you need to have your entire life figured out, but it does mean you should be deliberately building skills, experiences, and relationships that compound over time. The earlier you start, the more options you keep open. Chapter 2. What leadership actually is. Leadership is not a title, it's influence. People follow clarity, consistency, and competence long before they follow authority. You don't need permission to lead. You lead by modeling the behavior you want others to adopt, by being the steady voice when things feel chaotic, and by taking responsibility, especially when it's uncomfortable. The core traits of effective leaders are surprisingly simple: clear communication, reliability, emotional intelligence, initiative. And here's the important part: none of these require experience. You can start practicing them today. Chapter 3. Knowing yourself as a leader. Self-awareness is a leadership superpower. If you don't understand how you think, communicate, and react under pressure, those patterns will lead you, whether they're helpful or harmful. Self-awareness helps you communicate more clearly, build stronger relationships, and avoid repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Your strengths aren't just what you were good at in school. They show up in how you solve problems, how you behave in groups, and how you respond to stress. And your blind spots? Everyone has them. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness early enough to manage them. Chapter 4. Mentorship, your first system. Mentorship is the single biggest career accelerator I know. If you were walking through thick woods and saw a cleared path with someone already ahead of you, why would you choose to fight through the brush alone? A mentor is someone who has already been where you want to go and is willing to help you navigate the terrain. Good mentors help you turn uncertainty into action. They shorten the learning curve, expand your confidence, and open doors you may not even know exist yet. You don't need just one mentor. Ideally, you have a mix, someone just ahead of you and someone who's been in the field for years. And asking doesn't have to be complicated. Most mentorship starts with a simple conversation and consistency over time. Chapter 5. Finding and keeping mentors. You probably know more potential mentors than you think. They're in schools, part-time jobs, community organizations, churches, volunteer spaces, and professional networks. Sometimes they're friends of family or colleagues of people you already know. The key is clarity. Know what you want guidance on, ask respectfully, and follow through. Mentorship is a two-way commitment. Show up prepared. Act on advice, respect time, take initiative. The people who benefit most from mentorship are the ones who are mentorable. Chapter 6. Core leadership skills that set you apart. Communication is the foundation of leadership. You can be technically brilliant, but if you can't explain your ideas or align people around them, your impact will always be limited. Emotional intelligence helps you stay calm under pressure, respond instead of react, and build trust. Problem solving, adaptability, and accountability are what make you valuable beyond your job description. They signal maturity, reliability, and growth potential. These skills don't come from titles. They come from daily practice, small habits repeated consistently. Closing. Your next move. If you take nothing else from this video, remember this. Leadership is a practice, not a destination. Mentorship, leadership development, and real-world experience are not optional in today's economy. They're essential. Start early, be intentional, build skills that travel with you, seek guidance instead of guessing, practice before it's required. You don't need to wait until someone gives you permission to lead your life with purpose. Your leadership journey doesn't start someday, it starts today. If you want the full frameworks, templates, mentor scripts, exercises, and real-world examples, that's what the book is for. This video is the overview. The handbook is the playbook.